You're back with the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. And you just heard Arrival by Thomas and the Careers. And before that, we had Cleaner by Humidity. And starting off that block was Dark Days by Donnie Alexzander. Today, we are here with Daniel and Tommy Carr from Blind Moose Studios. And these songs that we've been playing are all songs that have been recorded and produced at Blind Moose. And Blind Moose is in Northampton, Mass., previously in Bloomfield, Connecticut. And anyway, these songs in this last block, we let the rockers come a little bit later, right? These all have great beats, all three of those tunes.
Oh, yeah.
And let's start out talking about Dark Days by Donnie Alexzander. Where's Donnie from?
At the time, they were in around Bloomfield and Hartford area.
They've been moving around, I guess, the greater Hartford area.
Yeah, Naugatuck for a bit. And yeah, they came into the studio, the Bloomfield studio, and we tracked the drums and the bass for that whole album. Yeah, it's to tape, and
that was a cool session because Bryson Teal, who nixed the record, was there for the recording of the basic tracks. So one thing that I personally love, I know Dan does too, is like working hard on the tracking side and getting the sounds how you want them before even getting to the post-production stage. We love working on drums too.
Yeah, especially when there's an intent of a sound.
When we're allowed to pay the time that we want to the drums, it's always fun and worth it too.
Definitely. I think it's noticeable too, like the attention that's paid. You can tell it's really good. Like that grimy breakdown that kind of happens towards the end. I love that. It's like such a cool shift in the mood, and then it just goes back to that sort of like little dreamy vibe for the end.
Yeah.
Donnie
Matt is a great writer.
And you know when you're listening to a Donnie Alexzander song too, which is hard to do, you know.
Yeah.
He's got a sound and
works hard to get
evolving tone for sure. But
All right. Well, our next tune was by the group Humidity, and it was called Cleaner. Again, another tune with a great beat.
Yeah. They were so fun to work with. They were at the time from kind of stationed at Yukon
area.
And close friend Mitch was singing the song. We had a connection. We used to play in a group together, so it was a nice little community affair, really, and that was straight to tape.
You may notice there's a lot of friendships born and brought into our studio. It's like our fuel.
And the last tune by Thomas and the Careers, Arrival. That one is just, you guys did a slick production job on that one.
Thank you. That's my group.
Final reveal.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the final reveal. I don't mean to correct you there, Mark, but I should have known this would be confusing, but the album is called Thomas and the Careers. The band is called The Careers.
Okay.
We were formerly known as Thomas and the Careers. So this album kind of encapsulates that era of our. Okay.
So this is by the group formerly known as Thomas and the Careers.
Yes.
You've got that feel like The Cure.
Thank you. Well, it's high praise there. I was definitely trying to channel a big 80s sound. That's for sure. I had the lyrics and I knew that's kind of where I wanted to go with them. But this was actually the first time I was working in the interest of speed almost. In doing so, I used kind of like the default synthesizers that come already loaded onto Pro Tools. So I was kind of like just working with what I had, and I used I usually produce on my MPC 1000 analog drum machine, but this one I actually threw together on the Pro Tools just default synth grid. But it ended up coming out really cool, and we added some live guitars and stuff, and I really like the sound of the song. It's unique in my catalog for sure.
It's fun to play live.
Yeah, it is fun to play live.
Do you have the drum machine live?
Well, actually, it depends on who's available. Sometimes I'll have the drum machine. Sometimes Dan will be on the drums.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
Are you both drummers? Like, what do you guys both play?
I'm a drum programmer for sure.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and I can play everything enough to write, basically.
Cool.
And I use the studio to help me get there.
Yeah.
But Dan's a very talented musician.
Oh, thank you.
And so the careers play live?
Yeah, we do. We're working on setting up a little spree of shows throughout the summer. So our Instagram is thecareers1.
We hope you enjoyed some great original music from Western New England artists. And I'm Mark Sherry, and here today with Calendula and Daniel and Tommy Carr from Blind Moose Recording Studio. And the New Music Alliance Radio Hour is brought to you by the New Music Alliance, a 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is to assist and advance the careers of talented, creative local musicians who write original music, and to promote the extended Western New England area as a destination for original music writing, production, and performances. And if you like what we're doing here on the show, tell your friends about it and like the New Music Alliance and the Radio Hour on our Facebook pages. And don't forget to check out our website, newmusicalliance.org, where you'll find the extraordinary Essential Western New England Songbook, a listenable anthology of many of the best songs ever written by artists from Western New England. And while you're there, if you support the New Music Alliance's mission, we'd appreciate you making a donation or becoming a member or a sponsor. And if you're a local Western New England musician who'd like to have your original music considered to be on our show, send links to your songs to newmusicalliance@gmail.com. And join us next week for more great tunes from Western New England artists. And until next week, please stay safe and keep
on
rockin'.
Yeah. All right. So let's have Charles and Khalif Neville take us out today with African Eyes.